All right, so you're gearing up for a laminating machine operator interview,
Okay.
which means you're stepping into a world where precision and durability
Precision and durability.
are really key.
Absolutely.
Think about,
Yeah.
those waterproof menus that you get at a restaurant or long-lasting posters,
Oh, yeah.
the important documents that can't get wet.
Right.
This is the kind of stuff that we're talking about today.
Exactly. And it's about making those things last.
Yeah.
Making them look their best.
Right.
But it's also a surprisingly technical field.
It is. And we've got a whole stack of resources from RoleCatcher that can really help you nail this interview.
Yeah.
We're going to tackle those tricky questions,
Right.
the kind of questions you might face,
Yeah.
dive into some career insights,
Absolutely.
and even show you how RoleCatcher's AI can be your secret weapon.
I love it.
So
Let's get started.
get ready to laminate that offer letter.
Yeah, let's do it.
First up, what exactly does a laminating machine operator do?
Oh, that's a great question.
We need to understand the role before we can tackle those interview questions.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at its heart,
Yeah.
you are running a machine
Okay.
that applies a plastic layer to paper
Okay.
or other materials.
Yeah.
But it's not just pushing buttons.
Yeah.
You need mechanical skills to set up the machine,
Okay.
troubleshoot any hiccups,
Right.
and make sure that lamination is flawless every time.
So precision,
Yes,
problem solving,
big time.
key here.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's dive into some common questions that you're going to face.
Great.
That come straight from RoleCatcher's interview guide.
Let's do it.
Question number 1.
Okay.
What motivated you to become a laminating machine operator?
Ooh, this is your chance to really shine.
Yeah, okay.
Think about what excites you about working with machinery,
Mhm.
ensuring quality,
Okay.
or even seeing that perfectly laminated finish. Let your passion show.
Okay.
They might even follow up with, what's the most rewarding part of working with these machines?
So it's about connecting your interest
For sure.
to the job.
Absolutely.
All right. Now for a more technical one.
Right.
How do you ensure the laminating machine is set up correctly?
Here's where you really prove your technical chops.
Okay.
So you want to mention things like calibration,
Okay.
making sure that all the settings are spot on.
Right.
And then there's material feed, ensuring that the paper or plastic flows smoothly through the machine.
Okay.
And of course, don't forget quality control checks throughout the process.
Right.
If you've worked with specific machines,
No.
name drop them.
Yeah.
But even if you haven't, you really want to focus on those principles.
So-
Show that you understand how these machines work.
So practical knowledge and the ability to adapt.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
They might even ask you something like, walk me through a time you had to troubleshoot a machine setup issue.
Absolutely. Have a specific example ready to go.
Okay.
Showing how you identified the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe even mentioning tools or techniques you used.
Okay.
It's a chance to highlight your problem-solving skills in action.
Problem solving. All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay.
How do you ensure that the laminated products meet the required quality standards?
Ooh. This
It seems like it's all about those details.
It's all about the details.
Yeah.
Quality starts way before the final product.
Okay.
It's about handling those materials correctly,
Yeah.
maintaining the machine,
Okay.
having an eagle eye for any imperfections.
Okay.
So you want to talk about visual inspections, looking for those bubbles or wrinkles, even running tests to make sure that the lamination holds up to scratches and moisture.
Right.
You're aiming for top-notch results every time.
Every time.
Yes.
And they might follow up with, like, what steps would you take if you noticed a quality issue with a batch of laminated products?
Here's where you show that you're not just reactive,
Right.
but a problem solver.
Yeah.
Detail your process for identifying, analyzing, and correcting any deviations.
Okay.
Maybe you'd isolate the batch,
Wow.
review the machine settings,
Yeah.
or even check the material batch itself.
Okay.
This shows that you take quality seriously.
Quality's job one here.
Yes.
All right. On to safety.
Okay.
What safety measures do you take when operating the laminating machine?
Okay.
This one feels pretty straightforward.
It is, but don't underestimate it.
Okay.
Go beyond the obvious, wearing your safety glasses or your gloves.
Yeah.
Mention specific procedures like lockout, tagout,
Mm.
which prevents accidental machine startup
Okay.
during maintenance.
Right.
Talk about emergency stop buttons and show that you follow every single safety protocol
Okay.
to a T.
So it's really emphasizing that safety focus.
Yes.
They might ask
That's right.
to To dig a little deeper with, can you describe a time you had to address a safety concern in the workplace?
Here's where you show that you're not just aware of those rules,
Right.
but you actively prioritize them. Maybe you noticed a potential hazard
Yeah.
and reported it,
Right.
or even helped to implement a new safety measure.
Okay.
This shows that you're proactive
Yeah.
and a team player when it comes to safety.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let's switch gears just for a minute
Okay.
and tap into some of those career insights
Sure.
that come from the Laminating Machine Operator Career Guide.
Yeah.
Did you know that this field actually has tons of specializations?
It's true.
You could really niche down
You can,
in this career.
for sure.
Good.
You could focus on specific materials,
Yeah.
like those eco-friendly,
Uh-huh.
biodegradable plastics
Right.
that are becoming much more popular.
Right. Yeah.
Or you could specialize in operating high-speed industrial-scale laminating machines.
So this job could be a stepping stone to something bigger.
For sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
You could become a supervisor.
Yes.
You can move into
Yeah.
printing,
Yeah.
packaging, all sorts of things.
Lots of different directions.
The possibilities are pretty broad.
They are.
Right.
Yeah. And staying aware of those trends
Uh-huh.
can really give you an edge.
Yeah, and speaking of an edge,
Okay.
let's talk about how RoleCatcher's AI can take your preparation to a whole new level.
Yes. I love this.
Imagine
Mm-hmm.
a resume and cover letter tailored specifically for this laminating machine operator job,
Whoa.
highlighting the exact skills that they're looking for.
So good.
That's exactly what the AI resume builder does.
That's right.
It analyzes the job description, helps you create a standout application that grabs their attention.
Love that.
Amazing.
Yeah. And there's more.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
Okay.
RoleCatcher also has an AI interview coach.
No way.
Yes.
How?
You can practice answering those common interview questions and get AI-powered feedback on your delivery.
Really?
It's like having a personal coach,
Wow.
helping you to refine your responses
Okay.
and boost your confidence.
That's like having a secret weapon
It is.
for interview prep.
It really is.
So it helps you tailor your answers to that specific role and company,
That's right.
giving you a real advantage.
Absolutely.
Wow, I think we covered a lot of ground already.
We did. We did.
What should we dive into next?
Let's tackle some more of those potential interview questions that you might encounter.
Okay.
Remember, preparation is key.
Yeah, let's keep that momentum going.
All right.
What's the next question on the list?
This one focuses on your experience.
All right.
They might ask, what laminating equipment have you used before?
Oh. So it's about showcasing that hands-on experience.
Exactly. Be specific.
Okay.
List the types of machines,
Okay.
maybe even the models, if you remember.
Right.
Talk about the materials you've laminated.
Yeah.
Paper, plastic films,
Right.
maybe even fabrics. Okay. And if you've encountered any tricky situations with the equipment,
Yeah.
share how you handled them.
Right.
It shows that you can learn and adapt.
Okay, so it's really demonstrating both breadth and depth of experience.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about this one? How do you ensure that the laminating materials are stored correctly?
This question is all about showing that you understand the importance of proper handling.
Okay.
Think about temperature.
Right.
Some materials are very sensitive to heat or cold.
Yeah.
Then there's humidity.
Right.
Moisture can really mess things up.
Yeah, for sure.
Mention any measures you take to prevent damage or contamination,
Yeah.
like proper labeling
Right.
or storage containers.
Okay, so it's about proving that you are
Yes,
meticulous and you understand that impact of environment,
absolutely.
like on the materials.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to this one. How do you prioritize multiple laminating jobs? That sounds like a classic
It is.
time management question.
Yes, they want to know how you handle a busy workload and meet those deadlines.
Right.
So describe your approach to organization.
Okay.
Maybe use a to-do list,
Yeah.
specific software, or even a good old-fashioned whiteboard.
Whiteboard, yeah.
Explain how you decide which jobs are most urgent,
Right.
perhaps based on deadlines
Okay.
or client needs.
Right. And a real-life example would really bring this one to life.
Absolutely. Maybe you had a situation where
Yeah.
you had to juggle a rush order
Uh-huh.
with your regular workload.
Mm-hmm.
How did you prioritize and ensure that everything got done on time?
Right. Okay. Now, this one seems familiar.
Yeah.
What safety measures do you take when operating the laminating machine? Didn't we cover this?
We did touch on it.
A little bit earlier. But this is your chance to go even deeper.
Okay.
Show them you're safety conscious from every angle. Maybe you proactively double-check safety features before starting a job.
Right.
Or you're always on the lookout for potential hazards in the workspace. Right. So it's about demonstrating that safety-first mindset.
Yes.
In all aspects of jobs.
Absolutely.
What's next?
This one dives into maintenance. How do you maintain the laminating machine?
Okay, so time to show off those technical skills again.
Right. Think about regular cleaning.
Yeah.
Those rollers need to be free of any debris.
Okay.
Mention checking the alignment and lubrication. If you know specific maintenance schedules or procedures, share those.
Okay.
It proves that you understand how to keep that machine running smoothly.
Okay, and the last question from this set is, how do you handle customer complaints about the laminated products? This one's interesting. It seems less technical and more about customer service.
You're right. This is about showing that you can stay calm and professional, even when things get tricky.
Right.
Explain your approach.
Okay.
Listening carefully to the complaint.
Right.
Empathizing with the customer. And finding a solution that works for everyone.
Right. Maybe you have a story about a time you successfully turned a frustrated customer into a happy one.
That kind of anecdote really shows that you can handle those challenging situations.
Right.
With grace.
Yeah. Okay. Now, before we get into more questions, I wanted to circle back to those career insights we talked about earlier.
Sure.
It's fascinating how many directions you can go.
It really is.
Within this field.
Did you know that with experience, a laminating machine operator can move into supervisory roles?
Oh, wow.
You could be leading a team, overseeing production, making key decisions about workflow and quality control.
So there's definite room for advancement if you're looking to grow in this field.
Absolutely. And the industry itself is always evolving, for example. There's a growing demand for sustainable laminating materials and processes.
Oh, interesting.
Knowledge of those eco-friendly options could make you a very valuable asset.
So staying up to date on industry trends is crucial for long-term success.
It is.
Speaking of staying ahead of the curve,
I
want to touch on how RoleCatcher's AI can help tailor your answers.
Yes.
And prep for this specific interview.
Right. That's a game changer.
It is.
The AI interview coach doesn't just provide generic feedback.
Right.
It analyzes your responses in the context of the job description, the company, and even the industry.
So it's like having a customized prep session.
It is.
All thanks to AI.
All thanks to AI.
Amazing. Now let's dive into a few more questions that often come up in these interviews. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground on those specific interview questions. But there are a few more general ones that often pop up.
For sure.
Right. First up, tell me about yourself.
That classic.
This one always throws me off a bit.
It can feel broad, but it's really your chance to set the stage.
Okay.
Think of it as a mini elevator pitch. Highlight those relevant skills and experiences.
Right.
And you really want to connect your passion for working with machinery and your attention to detail to the specific requirements of this laminating machine operator role.
So it's not just a rundown of your resume.
No.
It's about tailoring your story to this specific opportunity.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, another common one is, why are you interested in this position?
Right.
Similar to the motivation question, but it dives a little bit deeper.
Okay, so how do you approach this one?
Right.
Without simply repeating what you said earlier?
Focus on what specifically draws you to this company and this role.
All right.
Maybe you admire their commitment to quality or their use of innovative laminating techniques.
Right.
Or perhaps you're excited about the opportunity to contribute to a specific product line or learn from experienced professionals.
So it's about showcasing your research. Demonstrating that you're not just looking for any job.
Right.
But you want this job.
Exactly. Now let's talk about the dreaded, what are your strengths and weaknesses question.
Ugh, I hate this question.
I know, everyone does.
This one always feels like a trap.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Think of it as an opportunity to show self-awareness.
Okay.
when discussing your strengths.
Yeah.
Highlight those qualities that are relevant to the role.
Right.
And back them up with concrete examples.
Okay.
For instance, you could say,
Yeah.
I am a highly detail-oriented person.
Okay.
In my previous role, I was responsible for inspecting thousands of laminated sheets daily.
Right.
And consistently maintained a near zero defect rate.
That's a great example.
Right.
It's specific. It's measurable.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, for weaknesses, choose something that you're actively working to improve.
Okay.
This shows that you're committed to growth.
Right.
You could say, I'm always striving to enhance my time management skills. I've recently implemented a new system for prioritizing tasks and tracking deadlines.
So it's about honesty.
Yes.
And a proactive approach.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so what about those questions that kind of focus on the future?
Right.
Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a common one.
It is?
And it's all about showing ambition and alignment with the company's goals.
Right.
You could express your desire to master the intricacies of laminating.
Okay.
And potentially move into a supervisory or training role. Or you could mention your interest in exploring specializations within the field.
Right.
Like working with sustainable materials or operating advanced equipment.
So it's not necessarily about having a rigid plan.
No.
But showing that you are motivated to learn and grow.
Yes.
Within the company.
Within the company.
Right.
And remember to connect your aspirations to the company's future.
Right.
Research their growth plans and express how you see yourself contributing to their success.
Right. Okay. Now, before we wrap up,
I
want to touch on one last crucial aspect.
Right.
RoleCatchers, AI-powered tools, can truly be a game changer.
They are.
For acing this interview.
Absolutely. Don't underestimate the power of personalized feedback.
Right. The AI interview coach can analyze your responses.
Yes.
Identify areas for improvement. Provide tailored suggestions.
It can.
It can even help you fine-tune your delivery.
That's right.
Make sure you sound confident and articulate.
Love it.
So it's like your own...
It is a personal interview strategy.
Interview strategist. Okay.
Helping you craft those winning answers.
So we unpacked those common interview questions.
We did.
We delved into career insights.
We did.
We even explored how AI can elevate your prep.
We did.
What does this all mean for you as you head into that interview?
It means that you're not just walking in.
Right.
You're striding in with confidence. Yes.
You are armed with knowledge, preparation, and a sprinkle of AI magic.
You've got this. Now, here's a final thought to leave you with.
Okay.
As you embark on this career path, think beyond those day-to-day tasks.
Right.
What kind of impact do you want to make in the world of laminating?
Maybe you'll be the one to pioneer a new eco-friendly laminating process.
Right.
Or develop a groundbreaking technique for laminating 3D objects.
That's a good one.
The possibilities are endless.
So go out there, ace that interview, and remember, your journey in the world of laminating is just beginning.
Good luck.